light test of the 70mai A800 dashcam, dual dashcam in front and rear. So you can see now currently running at the 1600 DPI mode because of the dual camera front and rear. The back is recording at 1080p, so 1080 DPI. While if you're using it without the rear camera, just the front camera is able to record at 2160 P. So that means it is able to do the 4K when it's a single cam. Reason being, maybe the processor is not powerful enough to record two videos at the same time, and then the file size will be huge because it goes into one SD. So I'm actually okay with 1440p, but if I'm gonna do 4K, I definitely have two cameras instead of one, and I'll have one in front and one in the rear, shooting at 4K. Why being so? Because then I have control over the SD card size. At the same time, if there's any failure between one of the cameras, I have redundancy. It means my rear camera can be recording if I have failure on the front camera, or my rear camera can fail and I have recording on the front camera, vice versa. I'll prefer it that way rather than have front and rear camera recording into one SD card, because it may not be the camera, the dash cam that failed. It will most likely be your SD card that you keep in the car under the hot sun for many days. So never trust the SD card, because that's the first thing that will go actually. So again, SD cards have a limited amount of read and write. As it age throughout the years, maybe 2 years, 3 years, you'll start to see the card failing. So how's the low light test at the moment? It's still quite bright here because of the street lamps and the vehicle lights. So further out, you'll see some pitch black roads, and we can test the camera there. By the way, I disable all the notification from the ADAS. There's no sound at the moment because some of you asked whether it can be disabled. Yes, ADAS audio can be disabled, as well as you can disable the whole ADAS, which I don't use anyways. No difference to me. Some of you might like it because it just feels like having someone nagging at you every few minutes. Then the other feature that was requested was the GPS and speed telemetry recording on the video. So I've disabled that as well. What you left with is the 70mai logo and the timestamp. So you will see in the video just the 70mai logo, and then the timestamp that the video is being recorded. So there won't be any speed as well as GPS readings on the recording. I will need to check whether there's the log file that the speed and GPS is still there, just that it's not displayed. Most likely it will be there but not displayed, because it just says turn off the display. It didn't say turn off totally, detecting the GPS as well as the speed. Not sure about that, but I have to check. So we're coming up to the next, right after the toll should be a bit of a dark spot, and you can see how well the camera looks like for the front camera and the rear camera. Again, the front is 1600, the rear is 1080. I'm a slow driver, so don't mind the cars giving way to me, because when you drive slow, you tend to annoy people and they give way to you. So it's good to drive slow. Remember, be safe, drive slow. See, when you drive slow, people give way to you. Remember that. And always use your indicator. You know, people won't know where you want to go if you don't use your indicator. So now let's look at the rear cam. Switch over as well for the back.
Switch to rear recording.
That's how it looks like. It's recording both front and rear at the same time. When you switch over, it says switch to rear recording. It might sound confusing as though you're not recording the back, and then now you're recording the back after you switch over. No, it's not. There's two folders, one for the front, one for the rear. So you do have to. And again, I'm going to drive slow, so bear in mind, be safe, drive slow. And that's why you need to drive slow, so that you can get to the slow lane. Well, if you're in America, this is the slow lane. Most of us are living in America, that's why we drive on the slow lane. So how's the rear camera coming up? Does it go okay? I'm just seeing a very bright headlights on my camera. I wonder how well it does on the dynamic range at night. So I'm on the middle lane, which means I can go slightly faster than on the slow lane. So currently it's still on the rear camera. How does it look like? And I will switch back to the front camera. I was hoping someone was going to tailgate me, and if they tailgate me, I can gauge the difference between the front and the rear. Okay, one car just passed me. Maybe I'll just go to the fast lane and cut back into the middle lane and see how well it catches the car. Currently I'm just seeing a blob of light, white light on the camera. It looks different while I put it on after editing. Could be because my camera is quite high up as well. Not sure if you lower the camera, it will be less of a blob from the headlights. Okay, I'm going to switch back to the front.
Switch to front road.
So I'm on the middle lane, which you're able to drive a bit faster. So let's go to the slow lane. And speed up a bit. Okay, we have some very fast tankers on the fast lane. Maybe I should just follow them. These are tankers. They're always driving on the fast lane. You can see how fast they're going. Let me get up closer, and where the camera can see the plates and how well it looks like. So that's how the tanker looks like from the rear. Maybe I should do an ultra low light test and turn off my lights. Okay, that's without headlights, and I'm on the fast lane following a tanker that's going very fast. So I can on back the lights before I get the cops chasing me and give me a summons for not having my headlights on. Okay, I'll get to the slow lane and get out of the way of this very fast tanker. Okay, let's switch to the rear cam.
Switch to rear recording.
And have a look at the fast tanker. Seems to be slowing down because I'm going forward and he's not catching up yet. So maybe he has decided to slow down. So we just passed a fast tanker, and let's switch back to the front camera.
Switch to front road.
Okay, it's kind of boring here. Nothing much to talk about. Let's go to the fronts and see whether there's any more dark areas that is can test out the camera. Currently on the fast lane, coming up to the very fast, it's not a tanker, it's a huge lorry. Okay, trailer. So remember, if you're driving fast or slow, do use the indicator, else nobody can read your mind. You see, even the fast trailer is using the indicator, and the van in front is using the indicator, but yet there are lots of people who don't use indicator. Trailer is making a fast turn. I hope it doesn't do a drift, else it'll take up the whole road and none of us can get through. Okay, look at that. What a long trailer, carrying 3 steamrollers. So I've tested the video in 4K and it's very good, much better than the 1440p I have. So that's all. I've come to off the highway now. So I'll see y'all. Catch me on the next video. Remember, do drive on the slow lane and use the indicator, and try not to harass people on the slow lane. Okay, see you, have a nice day.